This is day 4 of reviewing romance animes. Today I have I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Spoiler alert, this contains details about the ending of I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Start with a girl named Sakura, and she's introduced as a girl who knows that she has pancreatic disease, and she won't tell any of her friends. And she basically wants to live the best life she can before she dies. Classic, fill out your bucket list, complete your bucket list before you die sort of thing. The entire concept of this movie has Sakura's death as a predictable ending for the MC and for the audience. However, the way they're able to do her death, it's so great because it's in the same way that shocks the MC, it also shocks the audience about how she dies. It's an amazing emotional impact. So the entire ending is that she gets admitted into the hospital, and it's implied that the MC thinks that Sakura is basically going to die at the hospital because he's known about this disease for a while now. We as the audience have seen them develop for the last hour and a half. It's reached that point where it feels like the movie is about to end, so it does feel like this hospital is her deathbed. However, after a bit, we then see that Sakura actually gets discharged from the hospital, and then they're meeting up like normal to complete something off of her bucket list. However, Sakura is then violently stabbed off screen, and then we're told about it through a news story that the MC sees. And it's really amazing because after she gets discharged, both the MC and the audience sort of fall into this false pretense where we think that Sakura is actually going to be okay. Oh, we know that she's going to die, but we think that for now she's still going to be okay. However, when she gets stabbed, it breaks through two barriers of this anime. One is that the concept would have made the death seem predictable, but because of the way it's structured, it actually is a really unpredictable death that delivers the maximum emotional impact. The second barrier is that both the MC and the audience have sort of made our peace with the fact that Sakura is going to die. However, the fact that she dies to stabbing and not to her own pancreatic disease is sort of like having her not die on her own terms, if that makes any sense. Overall, I'm going to give this anime a 9.5 out of 10. It is genuinely, it's pretty much as high, almost as high as you can get for any sort of slice of life romance anime.